Hello, my friends. This is day 40 and Interlude IV, and that feels quietly significant, and not because anything dramatic is happening today, but because of how different this feels compared to day 10 and even day 30. And when I started this project, every day genuinely felt quite fragile. Now, I know that was only over a month ago, but honestly, it still felt like it could fall apart at any moment. And now 40 days in, it feels so much steadier. It doesn't feel easier, but it just feels steadier. So I don't sit down wondering if something will happen anymore. I just sit down curious about what kind of day it's going to be. Now, I don't know about you guys, but to me, the last 10 days haven't felt any louder. They've been quieter, if anything. There's been way less urgency, there's been more space. And I think I've had more willingness to let something be small or strange or unfinished. We've had days with no words, we've had days with very little energy, and days that felt more like listening than making. But instead of all of that combining to make all of it feel like a dip, it's felt like the project sort of settling into itself, if that makes sense. I think one of the biggest things this whole process is teaching me is that consistency doesn't always look impressive. Some days to you it might look like confidence, and some days it might look like silence. Some days it's a fully formed idea, and some days it's just showing up and trusting that something will emerge. The big thing is that this is making me learn to trust smaller ideas, to trust in both simple sounds and complex sounds, to trust silence, and maybe most importantly, to trust myself not to force anything when it's not there. So I've mentioned this a few times, and maybe the most unexpected thing that's happened over the last few weeks is the incredible support that I've got from all of you guys in the community, to the point now where I recognize so many of you immediately and genuinely look forward to seeing you show up at each one of our station stops. Now, I recognize you, I recognize your names now, and I see familiar voices checking in, not every day and not loudly, but consistently. And so to continue our train journey analogy, it doesn't feel like people dropping by anymore. It feels like people properly riding the train for at least a while. And I want to be really clear, this isn't about numbers or rankings or who comments the most, but it's about presence and quiet encouragement. And it's also about knowing someone else is listening, even on the quieter days, even on those days where I don't really have any energy or inspiration. All of that has led to a form of accountability that I didn't expect and honestly didn't know that I needed. Now, I've alluded to this before, but because of all that, this doesn't feel like a solo project anymore. It still starts with me and the OP1 field and a blank page, but it carries something shared, a sense that this space matters to more than just me. And that changes how I show up, but not with extra pressure, but with just a little bit extra care. One thing that's really important to me to continue to make clear is that aside from the fact that yes, we will be making this album, and yes, you guys are going to have a huge say in what goes on that album, that I don't want to make any other huge grand promises from a day-to-day basis. The rules haven't changed here. Something is still enough. Silence still counts. Simplicity still counts. We'll keep moving and we'll keep sketching, and when it's time, we'll notice together what wants to stay and what wants to leave. Our next album select interlude will come again at day 60, but for now, the work continues. So for now, my friends, this has been Interlude IV. As ever, thank you so much for being here and for listening and for checking in and for riding the train with me for a little while. I'll see you on day 41. Until then, take care of yourselves.